Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him. That DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
Going over the top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. The 40, at the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Cole. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space ready to go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Looking for a deep man. Wide open
space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. Smacks him with the stiff arm.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3 from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Herrera. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those...
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Buying some time. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the league. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he made the extra point without problem. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding that ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. LSU quick to the line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gashing the D on the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Bringing the heat. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
He's got an open man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down. He's looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Oh, they're after him! Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. That should be the final play of the first half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To get another look at this Hokie offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
And the quarterback is not. Back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good...
Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt.
This is a...
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Clark to fire. Pressure coming. Finds his man down the middle. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on 1st down. He caught him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Pulled down for the tackle.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the returner will be dragged down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick completion on the out route. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off play action on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Lost to throw again. Swings it out to his running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's the handoff. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the direct snap, it's Herrera. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
They're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. They're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The out route is a long throw. You got to throw that thing deep, and you can't miss inside. You miss inside, the cornerback can make a play on it. You got to throw that thing towards the sideline. Use the sideline as your friend.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant deep. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, out of space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Herrera. Thrust that arm out. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cole. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And, you know, late in the game,